Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be showing you my studio in 2025, where all the work gets done once I can get the door open. Dang it. Alright, so now that the door is open, as you can probably notice, there's lots of security. There's a huge wall as well from the neighbors. But yeah, if you live in South America, you understand what I have to go through. Security is important, so we have a very heavy door over here, and well, 10 locks and places to put unlocks inside locks inside locks. So as usual, let's go to the boring parts first. The door, still Fallout 4 poster. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trees, so there's dirt everywhere next to the door, which is fine, I guess. But look at that, it just starts accumulating over time. Then when it comes to the window, there it goes. If we look to the side over here, there are a few boxes that have random stuff in them, mostly cables and stuff just in case. This tripod that I use sometimes that has MagSafe. So yeah, unfortunately I went to the Apple ecosystem as soon as they put USB-C. So now this magnetic thing allows me to put my phone there. This is where my dog sleeps, very comfy. The YouTube play button that I got in 2018. And then some random stuff and the stick. Then going up here, we got some stuff. This is actually a broken laptop monitor that I got layers out because I was curious. And this is the lumbar support for my chair, but I don't use it. Then we got the Blackmeat Wukong box that the devs sent over. They sent me a controller and the Wukong crown. So it stays there. I don't know, it just looks nice. Then the armrests for my chair. I don't use them because they get cables just wrangled in. Forza 135, this is the cooler that I use on my main PC. We're going to show you that in a second. Let's put it aside. What's in the box? Inside this very cool box, we have the 1050 Ti, not the 750. So 1050 Ti, a 4K 60 Pro of Elgato. This is not sponsored, by the way. This capture card gave me so many issues. I had to just ignore it and keep it here. But this is mostly, again, cables, maybe some SSDs that I might need. So yeah, this is mostly to save boxes of stuff that I bought recently in case I need a warranty. Continuing, we got the box of my main motherboard, the Z790 Plus Wi-Fi D4. It supports DDR4 on new processors, that's why I have it. A bag with cables. Then the CPU that I have, the i9-14900K, because somebody was selling it for cheap. They were very scared of it catching fire, but I'm not. This is my previous keyboard, the Logitech MX keys. And the issue with this one is that water fell onto it. So now the lights don't work. Sometimes a few keys get pressed without me pressing them. So I kept it there. Here I got an Oculus Quest 2. This is for work, actually it's not mine, but there it is. Usually this is closed. But I play Alex sometimes. Then to plug in SSDs or small hard drives, I got this one. And then we got the Savior, the AC unit, because otherwise it gets very hot in here with all the machines, and well, that's about it there. Then coming back to my desktop, we got the microphone, we got the AC controller, and here this I bought recently on Micro Center. This is a MagSafe tripod, so I put my phone there and I can record the Steam Deck footage. Hi there in the reflection. So this is how I have it set up. I have basically everything plugged in. When I need to show something on the screen, I plug it in or charge it. And I also have my keyboard connected to the Steam Deck. And this keyboard is the MX Keys Mechanical. It's a successor to the one that I showed you that had water in it. So you have basically 3 devices at once. On the first one I have my desktop PC. On the second one I got the other PC that I used to test graphics cards. And on number 3 I have the Steam Deck, so I only need 1 keyboard. On the other hand, when it comes to mice, I got a G502X for the main computer. I really like this mouse, very light, although battery life is a little bit disappointing. And then I got the MX Master 3S, and this one is also paired with the same devices as the keyboard. So if I need to use it on the PC, the Steam Deck, I can just jump from one to the other very quickly. But this one I use it mostly for gaming. Then when it comes to the monitor, this is a M28U of Gigabyte. It's a 4K 144Hz monitor that was surprisingly cheap considering the specs. So if you look at it, a lot of space. And here at the other side, we got an Asus, I don't know the name of this monitor, but it goes up to 170 Hz at 1440p. I use this one sometimes for gaming. It all depends on what I'm doing. Also to the side here, this is a MagSafe charger, so I can put my phone here and I'll be charging while I'm doing something else. This is part of the Steam Deck case. Let's put it to the side. On this other side, this was the controller that I got from Game Science in the Black Myth Wukong box. As you can see, it says Black Myth Wukong. It's a great controller, has more buttons, very grippy. It has clicky buttons, which I found it odd. It's like, yeah, on a controller I never saw that before, but it was a very nice gift. Thanks to Game Science for that one. And it also charges on this dock. Then this is the capture card that I got recently, the Light Gamer Ultra 2.1. And what's great about this capture card, I mean the lighting, I don't care, is that actually supports HDMI 2.1 with VRR, so you guys don't have screen tearing when I'm showing you a game, which is what I care about the most, having the best experience for you guys. I was going to do that with the Elgato capture card, but it didn't work properly. Then headphones. These are the Sony XM4s. I have this for a few years. They've been working great, noise cancelling, and I put them on this to have all that oil from the skin just get out from here and onto this cloth, which works perfectly. Then this was my previous job. I always use this. It works fantastically well. Ignore the name. It was in the past, it will stay in the past. Then we got this brush to get dust out of the computers and all the components. Also there's quite a few cables and I'm going to show you in a moment. Then here we got the main computer. This is what I used to stream, what I used to game. So let's start from down. We got an Avermedia Light Gamer 4K. This capture card has been with me since 2018. Records 4K, HDR, uncompressed. And I have it here just in case I need it for something else, but I could unplug it if I wanted to. Now I have that other capture card that doesn't occupy space inside the computer. Again, the CPU is a 14900K that I basically undervolted, and I capped the wattages and all that so it doesn't catch on fire and starts degrading. The graphics card, as you can see, is large, very large. It's basically the length of the entire computer. Well, this is an RTX 4090. I got it for a good deal by trading in my 4070 Ti in the past, 24 GB of VRAM, and the 12-volt high-power connector. Actually, it's not at the side. This is what I was drawn into the most. It also has a fan pointing this way with cool air. I'm not sure if that helps at all, but it's not bent. So yeah, and it's correctly plugged in. Trust me guys, it was very easy to get it wrong. So hopefully they improve that cable in the future, but as you can see there, it's plugged in correctly. And since I don't use a front cover, all these cables go through the front and then back into the computer. I have two fans in the front. These are not 120, I think they're 140 or something, they're huge. And there's also a fan at the top. But as you can see, I'm a huge fan of air cooling instead of water cooling. But it's been working pretty well. I have two NVMe drives on it. At the top I got the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna and some devices over here. It gets very dusty, but that's okay. I can use my brush whenever I need that. Then it comes the other computer. So this is the one, if you follow the channel, that I use on my live streams to test graphics cards. This is the 4060, but here we got the 3060, 3050, and the 1650. I also have a controller laying there for some reason. And this one has an AIO cooler because this was the one that I was using in the main computer. But ended up putting it here because it was getting a high temperature and I wanted an air cooler for my main computer. It looks badass. And well, this is a Lego that a friend gifted me for my birthday. This is the Monkey King crown from Wukong, from Game Science. And this is something a friend 3D printed for me for testing. He did a 3D print and I really liked it. It reminded me of the crystal enemy in Dark Souls 1. So I was like, yeah, let's keep it there. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. Very good color. Then we got scented candles, a light, another light, the Logitech BRIO webcam to show you inside the computer. And this is my previous chair, actually. I had this one since 2018, but it got a little bit of damage. The issue with this chair is that I'm a very tall guy. I'm 6 feet, but I'm not bragging about it. So I got this other one. I forgot the name, but it's wider, so I'm way more comfortable. It even goes higher, so I'm closer to the table. It's more ergonomic for me. So that's this side of the studio. I also have this phone that is actually just a bell when somebody wants to reach out from outside, maybe, I don't know, delivery or somebody else, a friend, I pick this up and I can talk to them. Then some random tools. And if you look under, we have a computer that is not fixable because it's only one core. It's from a family member. We got boxes for monitors and all that. And the trash and my water. This is 6 liters. So yeah, not sponsored. And this is how it looks. This is when where I put my feet, my footrest. And it's being glued because it broke the first time. So I glued it as I could and put something below it. Oh, and I forgot to mention the webcam. The webcam is an Osbot Tiny Light 2 that was sent over by Osbot. The program that shows you, hi there, you can make it track you. So you move around and you just stay in frame. It's a little bit creepy, but at the same time, it's pretty cool, in my opinion. You can turn that off, that feature, if you want to. So yeah, let's turn that off. I don't like it. Not always. So yeah, it's pretty useful, and you can turn the camera off and it just goes down. Pretty cool. Then the ring light is held in place at the back here of the monitor. Here's, yeah, all the cable mess behind the monitors and all that. This is the part that everybody sees from the window. And well, what do we got here? A router that is connected to my main router to get the internet all the way back here. Then under the desk, we got more power things to power the Steam Deck, the lights, all that. Then here there's a UPS. Here I connected my monitors to the battery and the server, which I'm going to show you right now. Also, there's a lot of networking cables that come all the way from my house. These are very long, so I have to keep them there. And well, this is the server. I got it very recently when going to the US. This is an M4 Mac Mini. It's the base model, $600. And using these two enclosures, USB enclosures, I have 4 terabyte hard drives. So this is where I store all my stuff. And why did I choose a Mac Mini as a server? Well, there's a, first of all, it uses very little power, so I keep it plugged into the UPS. And the UPS basically can keep it running for a while, it's no problem. And if the power goes out, it turns itself back on as soon as the power comes back, which is super helpful. I always have access to my files. And well, there's not much else to say. Here's the other side of the computer. There's a case over here that I'm not using. That is from the past. And just a few wires everywhere because cable mess is unavoidable. There's a lot of HDMI cables I have to swap in and out to capture the Steam Deck, to capture that computer. And while sometimes the Mac Mini, the server, I connect to it with a monitor, I use AnyDesk to get into it and it works completely fine. I keep with Handbrake, I convert my videos, I compress them further in H265 so I can save lots of space. But all my raw footage from my videos is here. There's also pictures and stuff like that. But I compress them from time to time, I just leave it running. And these are the USB connected 4 terabyte drives, which with USB 3, they can use all the speed that they have. So I have all the stuff here on the Mac. And it barely breaks a sweat, uses little power, and again, it can turn itself back on. So yeah guys, that's basically the office. Everything that I need is here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this place. We built it back in 2021, I think. And well, it's been a game changer because before I was in my room. And my room really, if you sleep in the same place that you work, well, there's a lot of issues. But I have my AC, I have some nature on the back so I can touch grass from time to time. Hopefully it's not dog poop. And oh, and here's Max, my dog. Hey Max. He's amazing. But there's also a kitty that we got recently, but I don't like her coming outside here because I don't want her to be pregnant or something, so at some point she's going to be outside when she grows up, but not right now. And now I'm going back to my house very quickly. I'm not probably going to tour you on that, but I'll show you just the kitty. Okay, I found Gray. She's in my mother's bed. Hey Gray. She's so nice. She's basically 2.5 months old. I could be here all day. So yeah guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the first video of the year, the studio tour 3.0, 4.0, I don't remember exactly. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did showing you around, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching.